Hey guys, how's it going again? This is Steven. Got another video for you that I'd like to share. This one is on Adobe XD, uh, which, if you don't know what Adobe XD is, it's Adobe's app for Adobe Experience Design. When we say experience design, we mean, mocking up pages, doing things with the user in mind. Um, we can also take our page comps that we design in XD and turn them into working prototypes, um, and get them kind of hammered out the way that we want them to work and function from page to page flow, um, before we actually start getting into the nitty gritty coding. Um, Anyhow, I wanted to show you a couple cool things about why we should, why I think we should design our pages and page comps in Adobe XD versus using what most people are used to, and including myself, Photoshop or Illustrator. But anyhow, I really think designing our comps in Adobe XD is going to be way more beneficial. Let me show you a couple of cool things with it. So here I'm already working on our UI kit for um, the sundial, and I'm doing it in Adobe XD. But check this out. So let's see. Here's something cool. Let me just, this little section here, I'll group it. Let me copy it over. Okay. Now maybe I want another one here. So you see how I get all these guides that line everything up. Now let me make a third copy. Check the check this out. See how that pink area is? It's automatically spacing it perfectly between the first one, second one, and third one. So say I want to drag a fourth one. Here we go. Oh, undo, undo, undo. Okay, let's drag a fourth one. Boom. Now I want to make sure it's perfectly spaced. Oh, look, wait, where are we at? See how the pink lines now are all perfectly um, spaced there? I didn't even have to measure that. It just did that for me. So that's really something really cool that Photoshop does not do. So let me click out of there. Okay, let's just say we want a fifth one. How about that? And look, I'm not even holding the shift key or anything like you normally would want to do to constrain your movements. It's snapping into place, and you see how we have these 1, 2, 3, 4 pink areas now for our margins. It perfectly spaced them. I'm gonna let go. There we go. Okay. Now all those are perfectly spaced, and I didn't even have to zoom in, measure it with a ruler or nothing like that. So that's something super, 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 super cool. Um, Another thing is, let's see, what's some other cool things here? We have symbols, assets. Our assets panel, we have assets for colors, character styles, symbols, and linked symbols. Okay, so like if I wanted to, I could select that. Let's see, ungroup. I could select this whole entire text element for text input field. I could group it, and then I could say, I could go over to symbols and click plus. Okay, and then I could rename it possibly to something like text input field or text input. How about that? Okay. Boom. Now, when I want to recreate, reuse that element, I can now drag it to my page. Boom. And I have another text input. So I'm going to delete that real quick. Let's just go down. Let me get that out of here for a second. Okay. Let's just say I wanted to mock up a form real quick and use a few fields. Okay, I'll drag the text input. Boom. Drag another text input. And notice how when I position it, Adobe XD already puts things in place. It also shows, like, see here, it goes the pink numbers there. It shows me the margin in between things. We're using a 30 pixel gutter, so I will use that. Okay, boom. Now, okay, so maybe I want another one down here. Notice it lines it up on the left, lines everything. And so I'm gonna actually double click into here. I'm gonna, till I select the actual input. Say I want this field, text field, to be, well, notice, see how I'm editing this symbol? It is actually editing all symbols. So let's undo that. If I wanted to, I could actually left click on that and say, I think ungroup symbol. Okay. Okay, so now that I ungroup the symbol, I can edit that and say I wanted to save that as its own symbol. I can now come and say text input full. Give it whatever name you want. Alright, so say now I wanted another text input that was that same size. Okay, there we go. Say I wanted one of the other original inputs. I could drag that in. Okay, maybe I want another text input full. Okay, so there you go. And see, that's some stuff that you can't do with Photoshop. This is all, what we're doing right now is all vector. When we are happy with a page comp that we create, or say multiple page comps for like a user flow, like say the login page. So maybe we have multiple comps for the login, the remind password page, the create new account page, and we could then, once we're happy with it, we can click on prototype and we can start piecing those together and adding some interactivity for an actual prototype. So basically we can comp up our stuff. We can save things like say field label here for a field. I can click on that and say I can click on character styles, and then I could say field So whenever, say if I wanted to create a field myself and then give it a label, you know, new field label, I can now click on it and click on the field label character style, and if you notice, it formats it to the same style as all the other field labels. Super cool. And I mean, we can even, if we wanted to, we could even make that like a symbol. Say we call this field label. Okay, now if we want a new field label, instead of typing the text and then having to click on the character style, we can now click on the pull over the symbol for a field label, and now we have a field label that matches exactly like what you wanted. If you double click in there, you can change the text to my label text. Alright, but it is formatted the same way as all of our other field labels, and all we had to do was go to the symbols palette, drag in the field label symbol that we just created, which is based off of field label. So let's see here. If I were to want to change all the field labels, I can click on edit for that character style, and watch this here. Let's bump it up to 2 font sizes. 1, 2. If you notice, well, let's just keep bumping it up. If you notice, look at the page and look at all my field labels. They are all changing across the board as I increase and edit the font size. Let's just change the font. How about that? Let's say where's Arial? Black. Something bold, so you can see what I'm saying. How about Oswald? Okay, there we go. And let's see how I'm increasing that. See how the field labels, all the field labels are changing because we're reusing character styles and symbols here. Anyways, that's something cool I wanted to show you, and I guess I could show you one other quick thing. Say you wanted this right here. I'm gonna show you the grid option real quick. Okay, see here, repeat grid. Say we wanted that to keep repeating and have that same setup of a field multiple times going downward. Okay, I'll click repeat grid. Now I'll click on this and I'll keep dragging it down. And see, like, I can have as many fields as I want. I can also change the text for each one. I can also go this way and repeat an element that way as much as I want, and then keep going down if I want. Do that. You can't do that in Photoshop. So this is just a few reasons why I think comping up our pages in Adobe XD is going to be a lot cooler and a lot easier for all of us, and a lot more fun too. Anyways, just thought I'd show you a few things about Adobe XD and comping pages up with it. So hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, hit me up. Alright guys, take care. See you in the next video.